This is a continuation of the series of overcoming fear of failure so that you can live a limitless life, a life to your full potential, a life of self-esteem and self-actualization, a full life, really, living fully. So in this series, I'll be covering the different tools that you can utilize so that you can live this life to the fullest. My name is Stella Olivia Kikoya, and if this is your first time to be with us, thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe so that you never miss any of these videos again. So what are these tools that we associate with overcoming fear? In the last series, I talked about fear being false evidence appearing real. I think I like that expansion of what fear is. But fear is a primary emotion or response to a perceived threat. Your mind perceives something as a threat. And this is where fear is. And we're talking mainly about the psychological fear, the perceived fear, the fear that is not real, not the physical fear or fear of a wild animal or a fear of a speeding car or anything that is associated with real physical fear. We are talking about the fear that stops us from playing full or for going into new zones that we are not knowledgeable about and miss out on opportunities. So let's go into the tools. And for those who have missed the first series, please go back to that video and be able to capture the knowledge that will give you good foundation to understanding how to utilize the different tools. Now, these tools are quick to remember because I use the hand to be able to guide you into moving towards fear. Fundamentally, you need to understand yourself, and that's what I put on here. It's important that you understand the person that you are. Who are you truly? And how do you actually experience life? Then the more you understand that person, the more you'll be able to work towards improving and dealing with the different perceptions that you've created over time. Of course, all these zones that we have found ourselves playing in, whether they are higher selves or they are at the lower level of our potential, they are a result of our belief systems, the belief systems that we have created or have been created around us. Remember, we are born clean slates. So for us to be able to really explore who we truly are, we have to go into clean slating and going down to that person and how they came about to perceive something as fearful. So because your beliefs will create meaning, the meaning you attach creates your attitude, and then that creates the feelings, the responses that you have when you hear a word, when you see an image. It creates a response. And that response that you're interpreting, the meaning you are attaching, then it will go into the actions that you take and then the results that you have. So changing how your belief system becomes fundamental for actually evolving, rewiring, and getting into this new line that you want to pursue, whether it's going into swimming, skydiving. Someone mentioned about skydiving. It could be that you want to go into entrepreneurship. It could be that you want to experience a change of career going into medicine, and therefore you have to deal with these fears in one way or another. So understanding yourself is really important. So we have on the 5 fingers that we use to move you towards going into these new zones of life. So one of them is your emotions. Your emotions play a key role in what you're going to do. The next thing that we have, the next aspect, is the focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. That's Tony Robbins. So focus is really important. The next aspect that we have is the meaning. The meaning you attach to something. And that's connected to your belief system that I've just talked about. And that means, and then the relationship. So meanings, you create relationships, and those give you the underlying reason why you're going to do something or why not to do something. And after the relationships that you associate with anything, whether you associate with it something to do with success or failure, then that will create the next step, which we move into, we call strategy. And that strategy is about taking action, and we choose which strategy that is suitable for the person that we came to understand. So for this series, I would like you to stop and think about the person that you believe you are. And take a moment to actually write down as much as you can and describe yourself fully in an expansive way. No questions asked. This is information about what you perceive yourself to be. And when you finish doing all of this expanded writing about the person that you are, about the things that excite you, things that scare you, and write in a flow state, I would need you to come back to it and start finding out more areas where you can say, you can come to wonder why that is so. For example, you're successful in this. Oh, wow. Just put wow and wonder. And then the areas you're really scared about, you're scared of diving into water in the sea. So, and ask, I wonder why that is so. And keep doing that. So after a while, you can go into focusing to the areas where you're most scared and expand on that writing about what you wonder, why you're scared about that, and just keep writing. All the answers will come from you because you know most of the answers. And I'm just here to guide you onto discovering the person that you are. First, we have to discover the person that we have created, the society has created. Then we have to go underneath to create a new person that you truly are, the person who's going to move into the new zones, to go into the unknowns. So in the next series, we shall be talking about each of these aspects individually so that you can start to utilize the tools and be able to thrive. I wish you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, leave your comment below. I would like to hear from you. See you next time. Goodbye.